Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance, episode 38. I am Dial Versailles, and today we're going to be doing the 5.5 star weekly for the week of October 21st, 2024. And we're going to be using Yasuo against Viego for Relics. We are using Crownguard Inheritance, Everfrost, and Tempest Blade. Hopefully my sound is fixed. Yeah. The special rules are Survival of the Fittest. Round start, obliterate the foe's weakest unit to grant double its stats to the foe's strongest unit. All things grow cold, double the stats of, and grant fearsome to the first unit the foe plays each round. And of course, deadly. When the foe summons a unit, grant its stats equal to half its stats rounded up. The foe's spells and skills deal double damage. Now, one thing you'll notice here is that all of these things synergize really well. So you're going to get a single very, very large unit. And for that, Yasuo is obviously insane counterplay. You're going to be wanting to look for the Frostbite power or a second stun. And if you find either of those powers, they'll probably just win the game. Sorcery is very good, and so I'm going to take it. And their first fight is back alley Barkeep. Having that extra mana on Yasuo if you don't have his 5-star constellation for the extra mana gem. It's just really good. It lets you play 2 spells or 3 spells on the first attacking round, and this keeps you very safe. It also lets you play your cards, whereas normally we might have to skip on playing Fate Blade Twirler to make sure that we have the mana to stun next round. Now we do not have to do that because we have so much extra mana. And here, even if we wanted, we could play Blastcode Seedling. I'm gonna not do that, so I can stun the Boom Crew Rookie and avoid taking 4 damage, but it is a thing that I could have done, and honestly, it's a thing I still can do. So we'll play with Impact. I'll just go ahead and pass here, let them use their mana, and we'll drop Yasuo. Technically, you could attack first, but obviously we don't have a good attack here yet. And here we just attack with everything. And as long as we never let them get past having a single unit, we're going to be pretty well off here. And ideally, this is what we're going to do for every adventure. I should turn the music on. My bad. And we'll take Shield Vault. It has Brainworm on it, which I love, even though it's not really that great, but it also has an extra stun, which is important. And then we could take Egghead here. Egghead Researcher, that gives us an extra mana gem. I don't think anything else in the set is actually helpful. It's not like we're going to end up playing Elder Dragon, but it's much better than these other 2 choices. And we never say no to more mana. We'll go into Greenglade Caretaker, whose power is Sheltering Glade. When either player summons a unit, granted barrier this round. It's kind of annoying power, but should be fine. We have a lot of stun. Keep Elder Dragon in hand because it gives us a better chance of drawing into Yasuo. And basically right now, our hand is terrible. If our opponent can put up a very wide board, which, I mean, it looks like they're doing, we only have 1 stun available to us here. Could play Yasuo, but that doesn't do a lot. So recall the 11, and yeah, we just take a lot of damage there. Kind of unavoidable because we drew poorly. And here we want to pass, let them play a card, then play another card, then play another card, and another card? Okay, that should be all the cards that they have. And obviously this Tempest Blade isn't going to do very much because everything has barrier. Could kill another unit if we wanted. I think that's wise, especially since we have Brainworm. Get rid of another card from their hand, and that seems like value to me. We need to pass here. Then we can drop Yone and stun both of these units. Play Shadow Assassin as the passing move. We can go ahead and stun Jeweled Protector because it'll kill it. You don't really have an attack here anyway, so maybe we do. This probably wins the game. Cost reduction on Steel Tempest sounds pretty good. And Spell Shield on Yasuo is incredible. We'll go into Savage Reckoner, whose power is Survival of the Fittest. First time the foe attacks each round, the foe's strongest attacking unit can't drop below 1 health this round. Hopefully we'll just be able to stun it and it's not an issue. I'm gonna only keep Concussive Palm, though we could have kept Will of Ionia also. I just want to make sure that we draw into Yasuo. And there I should have played Egghead Researcher, but I played this card instead, which was a mistake. Having more mana would have been better.
Everything's easier behind a mask.
That's okay though.
Gloves off.
Here we can choose to either Concussive Palm or use Will. Concussive Palm gives us a unit, so I'm going to call that a little bit better. But I don't know, it's close. And we know they have a Guile in hand, so we do want them to use that before we do anything. Not sure they're going to use it. Yeah, okay. They just played out their whole hand. Or rather, all their mana. And so we're free to drop Yasuo here. Again, we're not really getting advantage from Crownguard Inheritance, which I don't know. I don't know how good Crownguard Inheritance is. If you end up dropping Yasuo on your opponent's attacking round, then it's incredible. If you're not doing that, then it's not so good. We can use Yone here because we have Steel Tempest in hand. Even if they can play another card, we have the ability to deal with it. Could will it, but I think Steel Tempest is better. Although we have sorcery, so it's not like we have mana problems. I don't think I want any of these cards. Maybe Prismatic Barrier is a little bit better. And we'll go to the shop. Hopefully we get a good power. Hollowed is a power. And we'll cut our worst card. It's probably Cloud Drake. I don't think we'll ever get to play it. And we go into Elise, who I don't think has been in these adventures before. So this is the first time we're seeing her in the Nightmares. And her power is the Skittering. Game start, the foe shuffles 13 Arachnoid Horrors into the player's deck. When you draw one, they steal it and summon it if able. So this is the power from the 6.5 star Fiddlesticks adventure. Not sure how I feel about it being in a lower star adventure. But it is important because our draws could give them units to make sure that we do have a Yasuo. And as you can see, our draw got replaced, and they got an Arachnoid Horror. This isn't the same deck. Maybe it is. Did they start with a Precious Pet that got eaten? I don't know anymore. If they started with a Precious pet that got eaten, then it's the same as the Fiddlesticks adventure. And the main issue, I think regardless, is going to be a card called Shrieking Spinner, which is has Quick Strike Blade on it, and when played, this is actually kind of nasty. And when played, gives all the other spiders +2 power. On attack, it gives all the other spiders +2 power, and it comes with Quick Strike Blade. So it, wow, I just can't put words together right now. So it gives everything +2, and then it comes out again and gives everything +2 again. There we go. That's approximately what I wanted to say. And so there we passed, so that we can stun their whole board on their round. It's a little bit of a risk, but it should be fine. We also have Crownguard Inheritance, so we're going to be able to attack here anyway. Necrotic Arachnoid does end up causing us a lot of damage if we can't remove it. And it looks like we're still going to get attacked here. I think it's probably worth just passing here, but it's hard to say. And we're good to finally get rid of Elise. Combination of all the special rules is kind of nuts here. So yeah, here's Shrieking Spinner with Quick Strike Blade. Attack, give all spider allies +2/+2 this round. If he drops on round 2, you usually just lose the game there. It's kind of like Aurelia. But now that all their units are gone, it should be an easy win. I wish I had mana for Stand United here. Oh wait, that was on the other one. I don't even have Stand United. Could use Detain though. This way we just won't take damage when we remove these. Plenty of cards left in their deck, so we can draw 2. Unfortunately, that does give them an Arachnoid. See if I can give them more. And we're able to attack here and finish off the game. Not too bad. Does suck losing your draw. And again, you can just die in round 1. That is a thing that happens. The Colossal Hammer. Undying Legion sounds pretty good to me. If that stairs sucks, so we're going to avoid that. We'll go for Dawnspeakers instead. They have game start, summon 2 Dawnspeakers. The Dawnspeakers will eat each other, probably, or get eaten. So, shouldn't be that bad. Keep the Egghead in hand for the mana, keep Steel Tempest for a block. And there, see, one of the Dawnspeakers ate the other Dawnspeakers. It's a pretty big Dawnspeaker. But overall, I think it'll be fine. The Stony Suppressor is actually kind of worse because it makes it harder for us to play our spells. Everfrost stuns the strongest enemy, which seems good enough here. And I think it's fine to get rid of Spell Shield. And make them discard a card at the same time. I'm fine passing. Kind of the more we pass, the better off we're going to be.
I follow only one path, my own. My kind of life.
I'd train my whole life for this.
I face my fate. Your turn.
I'll write my own story. For our allies.
So much.
How bothersome.
So this will, keep us safe.
I do already.
They'll never see me coming.
I do already.
I think I want to attack.
No cure. Gentlemen, ladies, the honor is yours. For the honor of my
Still have enough stuns for next round. And we can't really win the game yet. This guy dying's fine, he has Deathless. And when he's, yeah.
Underestimate. I dare you. Here's our chance.
And we can drop the Cloud Drake here.
By the strength of our convictions. No cure.
We could play Elder Dragon, but it would die. So no point in doing that.
Life and death on the blade's edge.
Today we turn the tide of war. Injustice.
We're kind of low on stuns here, so that's not great.
Alright, let's mess some folks up.
And make them discard a card. They let us end round, so we do that. I think this should be good. It's a little grindy because they just have infinite cards apparently, and we couldn't get rid of them. I think I'll re-roll this power. Didn't get anything better. Unfortunate. Bone Scryer sounds like an absolute nightmare. But it might still be better than Red as her lips or Crimson Aristocrat. I'm gonna go this way. This might be a mistake though. I'll keep the 2 Steel Tempest and try to get Yasuo.
My faith protects me. The enemies of day will fall.
I make shepherding look easy. Ready for anything.
never lose control.
I don't know if I can actually win this. Yes, we'll find out.
Is Elise only purpose? No one is promised tomorrow. My kind of lesbian. I do all right. No cure. I do all right.
So we go.
No cure.
Observe, learn.
By the strength of our quick footwork, fast strikes. I do all right.
The dark beckons.
Haseki! My kind of
So we do have Elder Dragon, but we actually don't attack with power here. So I don't know how useful that is. As long as he has Corlith, he's gonna keep healing. Should only have 3 copies though.
no cure for fools.
They picked the wrong road.
Big blade, little warrior.
I don't know if stunning is worth it.
I got it.
My kind of lesbian.
Rise for your emperor. Here's our chance. I will lead. Take form, take arms.
Oh, we have Hollowed. I forgot. Hollowed is a way to activate Elder Dragon. Once we can reduce the cost of Elder Dragon.
Summons me. Ancestors speak. I do all
To your feet, warriors of Shurima.
right. Blade one, my kind of lesbian.
The order rewards its faithful.
What is even happening here?
Even
Oh, that was bound to happen eventually.
the journey doesn't get you the road. I do all right.
Brother, what have you become?
If I told you.
And that should be winning.
Even I never know.
Weird fight. I would not suggest that in the future. And Draconic Bands, maybe? Blast Code Seedling and remove him. Obviously, we can never take Reckoner Mark. Take Phage, just in case the 2 hit points matters.
No power in this world can stop.
And then we go into Viego, who summons a copy of the strongest unit that you died last round. Round start, the foe summons an ephemeral copy of the player's strongest follower that died last round. His biggest problem is Dawning Shadow, so we're going to want to avoid getting hit with that. If he does, he can get into a chain of infinite Dawning Shadow, which is just really hard to deal with. And here, I think playing Yasuo is probably fine.
Is Elise only purpose?
We're going to want to stun something ahead of time here.
My kind of lessons.
Also, Viego is going to be a serious issue.
No cure. I follow only one path. My own. I do all right.
I need a stun that isn't Steel Tempest.
Closing in on the mark.
Blade never gets any lighter.
Yasuo is going to get killed by Viego here.
No cure.
I guess he keeps reviving, so that's fine.
See how my throne scour the world. Brother, what have you become?
If I told you.
Fire, wind, and water.
What is changed in the recurring malevolence?
So we'll detain Viego next round, I think. Although I could have second Viego in hand, which would be a problem. I don't know what to do. Paralyzed with indecision. I'll just pass.
I do all right.
I'll detain him, and we might get hit with Dawning Shadow. Or, yeah, second.
The dark beckons.
Because the bomb's great.
No cure. I do all right. No cure.
So yeah, detain was obviously the worst thing that I could have done.
my duty.
You cannot escape.
I do all right. Go ahead, brother. No cure. I do all right, brother.
Who dares stand before Sharima?
My kind of lessons.
Rise, beast of Cameroon!
No cure. My kind of lessons. I do all right. Even I.
So we are running out of cards in deck.
Must end.
Haseki! No cure.
The whole world will know my act. Azir, behold your power!
Even I do all right. Quick footwork, fast strikes.
Do find our win condition, which is nice. Feels a little late, but we'll see.
The rain here is.
Your strongest or no challenge. Azir, behold your power! She waits for me beyond the mist, my queen.
Follow the wind. Watch back.
See how my throne scoured the world.
No cure.
Underestimate. I dare you.
Even I.
Quietly.
Now who's got the upper hand?
And we lose our win condition.
Brother, what have you become?
If I told you, would you listen?
I'll follow where I can.
Second win condition.
This one's trouble.
We should actually be okay here.
My kind of lessons. Even I.
Because Hollowed has gone really high.
What a specialist.
Underestimate. I dare you.
That was awful. That was the worst fight I've ever fought in my whole life. He didn't use Dawning Shadow, which honestly probably saved the game. He also had Undying Legion, which prevented Yasuo from ever being off the board, which probably would have lost us the game. So yeah, overall, a lot of things worked in our favor to make that end up okay. But, I mean, that wasn't good in any way. I might actually consider playing Arcane Comet over Crownguard Inheritance, just to get rid of those bigger units. It's something I thought about early on, but then didn't do. But yeah, I would probably do that just because that's kind of a ridiculous thing to have to deal with. I don't know how you deal with Infinite Dawning Shadow should that come out, but hopefully just win before that happens. Hollowed ended up really playing a strong role, so hopefully you get a game that looks kind of similar to that. Everything works out for you. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.